We'll explain the best qualities that differentiate a sponge versus a brush.
Hi friends, we are going to learn how to apply foundation with a sponge, and then I will do a comparison of a brush on the other side. If you're new here, then hi, my name is Shayla. I make videos about loving your skin, wearing your makeup with confidence, and embracing your beauty. So you'll find a lot of makeup tips, reviews, and tips for people with acne-prone and textured skin. If that is your cup of tea, then consider subscribing by hitting that red subscribe button down below. If you have not seen my video on how to apply foundation with a brush, I highly recommend that you check that out first before you watch this one because I share a lot more in depth about how to apply foundation with a brush and the technique. I don't like to repeat a lot of the things that I've shared, so go ahead and watch that video. In this video, I will do a demo of using foundation with a sponge on this side of my face, and then I will go off camera and finish my face with a brush on this side so you can see a side-by-side comparison. Make sure that you stay till the very end because I will explain the best qualities that differentiate a sponge versus a brush right after the demo. So with that, let's just get started. Take a little bit of your foundation on the back of your hand. I'm using the CYO Foundation and just tap it onto your face like this. I like to pat the foundation on my face first instead of applying it on my sponge. By doing it this way, you can save a lot more product because it won't be absorbed into the sponge, and you can also apply your foundation in specific areas on your face if you have certain spots or acne and texture in certain areas. When you are finished, then you can go ahead and tap that product in with your sponge lightly. Sponges are really great because they're really good at blurring the product and just giving a very nice finish, so everything just kind of seamlessly blends together. After you've bounced around the product a bit, then you can go ahead and push the sponge into your skin in the holes to fill them better. That is pretty much the technique with using a sponge, and then you can go ahead and do a second layer if you want more coverage. The same way, just repeat that same process. This is what the foundation looks like completely done on this side with the sponge. On the other side of my face, I will be using a brush, and it makes sense. I did that on purpose because on this side, I'm going to actually need more coverage. Today's question of the day is, what do you prefer, a sponge or a brush? For me, I personally prefer a brush, and I will explain in a few minutes. Let me know what your thoughts are though down below in the comments. What do you prefer, a sponge or a brush? The best qualities about a brush are that you are going to be using a lot less product. When you use a sponge, it's going to absorb more of that product, so you're going to need more product in order for it to go on your face. When you have a brush, you have a lot more control in where you want to place product. For example, as I'm applying product, it's all concentrated in one area. It's not going to blur or blend in any other area, so when you use a brush, you can concentrate in one particular area. That is one reason why I like using brushes, because when you have acne, you can concentrate a lot of product in one particular area. Brushes also tend to be a lot cleaner, so they will last a lot longer than a sponge would. Some great things about a sponge are that they are very forgiving, so it is very, very easy to use. You don't have to always have the best technique when you have a sponge, whereas with a brush, if your technique is just slightly off, then it will make a whole world of a difference. With the sponge, it's a little more forgiving because it blurs out product very well, it spreads out product very evenly, and so you don't have to have the best technique when you're using a sponge. But when it comes to a brush, you can make the slightest mistake and you can see the streaks. It's just very, very noticeable when you make a mistake with a brush. So sponges are really great for beginners, and they're really great to blend out product, to blur everything out. If you don't have a lot of texture or problem areas, sponges are really great for people who just need to even out their skin tone. Sponges also tend to give a smoother finish, and it looks a lot more natural. It doesn't look as heavy as a brush would look. This is a side-by-side comparison of what I think are the best characteristics of a brush and a sponge. You can go ahead and take a screenshot if you'd like. For me, I like to use a sponge when my skin is pretty clear and I just need to even out my skin tone, because then I think my skin looks very nice. It has a very nice finish when I use a sponge. But when I have a lot of breakouts on my face, that's when I like to use a brush because I want more coverage in certain areas and I want to target particular areas of my face. If you want more information on how to apply your foundation with a brush, then go ahead and click this video up here. That will really help you to really see how I do my technique using a brush. If this video was helpful for you all, then I would really appreciate it if you let me know by hitting that like button. You can also follow me on Instagram at Hershayla to stay updated with my makeup looks and videos. It's also a great place to kind of get to know me a little bit more. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, and as always, stay beautiful. God bless.
I just wanna be happy.